Dr. Kemi Health, let's talk about apples. When I was growing up, apples used to be something that you only ate when you went abroad. And when you came back home to Africa, you were really craving for apples and nobody had them. Then they started importing them, and then you had to spend a lot of money to get them. And then, before you know it, we started growing apples in our temperate areas, like the middle belt of Nigeria, Jos. Today, apples are affordable and they're everywhere. Everybody eats apples now. But did you know that it has a nice little secret in there? Apple is one of those things that you might see that red or green or yellow apple, but it's used to make so many things in modern countries. And I'll teach you some of that when I get to food and fitness. But apples are very high in fiber. What is fiber? Do you know, like when you eat something and you're constipated and you want to go to the bathroom, you get to the toilet, you sit on it, and you're like really trying to get that poop out, and it's hard. That's constipation. If you eat apple regularly, you wouldn't get constipated. It's very high in fiber, okay, and it gives you a regular, that's the word I want you to know, a regular bowel movement, okay. I'll give you an example. One day I was traveling. I ate on a Monday and I didn't go to the toilet till Friday. I didn't poop till Friday, 5 days, and nothing happened. I was just eating and I was drinking, eating. I was urinating, of course, but no poop. So on Saturday, I woke up. I'm like, wait, I haven't pooped for 5 days and there's nothing wrong with me. The minute I said that, my stomach started turning and I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta go. And I couldn't push it out. So I ran to the pharmacy and I asked them if they could sell me some kind of laxative that would be safe to use, um, that wouldn't affect my medications, blah, blah, blah. I ended up telling the pharmacist, of course, that I myself am a pharmacist, but do they have bulk laxative, different kind of laxatives and all that? Because when you're in Africa or America or Europe, the kind of laxatives you see in pharmacies are not always the same. For example, I asked for castor oil and he had it. And the pharmacist told me to take 1 teaspoonful of the castor oil. Within minutes, I ran to the bathroom. I moved my bowel, but then it was very runny, like a diarrhea kind of thing. Anyway, I got everything out. Before you start binging on drugs, and I'm a pharmacist, I'm telling you this, before you start binging on take this drug, take that drug, start eating foods with high fiber. Apples are one of them. This is why they have the phrase, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So try as much as possible to eat one apple a day. Okay, so you don't have time. Maybe eat an apple 3 days a week. Now, I'll tell you one thing that'll surprise you. I don't like apples. I really don't. Okay. Growing up, it was a good thing. By the time I turned 30, I kind of like really disliked apples. I was in America and there were so many varieties. The Washington apple, that red one, big red one. They were just like Grandma Smith, the green one, used to make apple pie. I loved Apple products by the time I turned 35 more than apples itself. I got tired of Apple. Like in America, you can get jars of applesauce. Okay, even though people say, "Oh, eat applesauce," like, applesauce is great. You make chops, beef chops, pork chops, chicken. You put applesauce next to it. If you know what I'm talking, you know. And I loved apple pie. It's an all-American thing. I would bake my own apple pie. Make your pastry. Put apples that you've boiled on the side with brown sugar as the filling. You bake it. Oh, so I was liking Apple products and it was helping with my fiber intake. So if you don't like apples themselves, you can make products out of it. I'll get to that with the food section when I start showing you my foods and why I eat those foods. So at the end of the day, what's your favorite Apple product? My favorite question on social media. It went viral in 2012. 2012, what is your favorite Apple product? People were listing iPads, iPhones, iPads, iPhones, iPod. And I said mine is apple pie. So eat your apples today